Hello, Kermit the Frog here.
Like, guys, sorry, I'm so ugly. I just ruined the whole group photo, I'm sorry. And then everyone would automatically comfort her and be like, no, you're beautiful. You shine. And then she would be like, no, but thank you. And she would do the same thing over and over again, trying to get everyone's attention. So eventually, I got tired. So the next time she came to me saying, I'm so ugly, I was like, you know what? You are.
Story of 50 times now. I used to go to private school before I went to high school, and private schools can get away with pretty much anything. We had this thing called the late bus, and it would take you home if you stayed late for after school activities or something. And to get to and from our school, you have to go up this very steep, windy, narrow road. And so they had this bus driver that everybody loved. He was a really nice guy. He was just one of those people who didn't know when to not do something, or like personal boundaries. So every time we would go home, he would brake really hard and then start swerving and be like, oh, we're crashing, and everybody thought it was really funny. He would also do it on the highway. This one time I fell out of my seat and I smashed my face on the floor of the bus. And I went home and I told my dad, and he was so furious, and he called the school, and I got the man in trouble, and I didn't mean to get him in trouble. But then the next day, everybody on the bus was like, hey, can you pretend we're crashing? And he was like, no, I can't do that anymore. I felt so bad. Like, should I feel bad, though?
I absolutely hate when you're like in English class or something, and your teacher is just simply explaining your task to you. But then you decide to start a very loud conversation with your best friend. She notices you, and your teacher gives you that look that really says no. She's like, oh, wait. You both look at her like, I'm so sorry. Was my lesson interrupting your conversation? It's fine, guys, seriously. I'll wait. I'm like, thank you, sister, because I've still got to go through all the drama with my best friend. And last time I checked, you were teaching in our conversation.
Taken as twins. I'm 19 and she's 16, but we had the same height, skin tone, and similar voice. She also has a habit of being a copycat, from the way I dress to hobbies, even piercings. I know it's cute if you look at it from the outside, but sometimes it gets annoying. Like, yeah, we are quite close too, but why does she always happen to pick up everything I pick up? One afternoon, I was tidying up some costumes in my college showroom and found a rather cute brown and pink wig. It looks like a mushroom. I put it on, think it looks rather funny, so I snapped a picture and posted it to my Instagram. I received a text from my sister asking if I really cut my hair. I didn't mention it was a wig. While I somewhat have a feeling that she might copy that too, I lied and replied yes. I came home that weekend and lo and behold, my sister emerged with the same silly brown and pink bob cut, except this one is on her permanent hair. She was surprised that I arrived with my hair still long, then realized that I liked her. She was furious that she had to cut that silly hairstyle because she thought I had it. Parents think that it's a really bad joke and wanted me to cut my hair too to make it up to her.
So when I was in 8th grade, I was obsessed with slime, squishies, Orbeez, and I would make crafts all the time. Anyway, I decided to make my own stress ball, and it was like a balloon and then pancake mix. So anyway, the next day I brought it to school, and I was so excited because I had my own stress ball. I must have been really stressed that day because I popped it. Pancake mix flew everywhere, all over my classmates, and my crush was in that class. I was so lucky, the bell rang, and I skirted out of that classroom.
I do not understand in the slightest how I can literally be falling asleep, right? I cannot keep my eyes open. But then when I actually get into bed and I want to go to sleep, I can't. I'm all of a sudden not tired. It's like I swear my days are backwards because I don't know how this works. It will take me like 3 hours to properly go to sleep. Even though 10 minutes ago I was so tired. Sometimes it might just be the middle of the night and I will just still be laying there thinking about random things. Like how?
Growing up, one of my dad's biggest pet peeves was someone using all of the ice and not refilling the ice trays. The next time I come in here and there's no ice, somebody's gonna get it. Well, one hot summer day, I made myself a cold glass of water with some ice. Then I got distracted and forgot to refill the ice tray and put it back in the freezer. Several hours later, I went back into the kitchen to get a snack and I seen the ice tray there. All of the leftover ice melted and I just heard the garage. That means my dad is home. Ah! I had to think real fast and I got an idea. I refilled the ice tray and put it back in the freezer. Then I went to the breaker panel and turned off the refrigerator. That way my dad is just gonna think that the power went out. A few minutes later, my dad was like, "What's wrong with this fridge?" I don't know, maybe the power went out. Or maybe you made the power go out. That way I wouldn't know about you not refilling the ice trays. Oh my goodness, he knows. How did you know, Daddy? Wait a minute, I was just playing. You really did that? Mm-hmm. Oh, you gonna get it? No!
I was eating a tube of Pringles and I ate them while my mom paid, but I forgot to let the guy scan them, so I walked out the Walmart and the alarm went off and I just started running because I got scared and my mom couldn't find me because I was hiding behind the newspaper things in the Walmart. People called the police because I was missing, and when I hear them show up, I thought I was a criminal, so I left my mom a note on the newspaper that said I went to Mexico to start a new life and not come looking for me, and then I took off running with my Pringles and ran for like an hour, and then the cops saw me walking down the road, so they pulled over, so I started running again, and then they were using the car intercom thing and they told me to stop running. So when I did, I thought they were going to put me in handcuffs and take me to jail, so I was crying and I slapped the officer in the stomach and tried to run again, but he just held me back, and when he asked me what happened to me and I told him, he started crying because he was laughing so hard. And he just gave my mom $2 for the Pringles and he was still laughing when he left. And at the time, I was a wanted criminal.
Been on them all day. And what have you been doing, huh? Oh, look at this picture. Oh, look at this. I see you on your Facebook. Don't even try to lie. Leave me alone with my devices and go take your face back somewhere else.
Your class that's in online school or whatever, and she basically just sits in her room, doesn't focus in class, and she just sits in lazy positions. And then she plays with slime and just shows it in camera. Like, hun, we know what slime is. No need to show us it. I mean, your slime is pretty, yeah, but we do not care, because we are trying to study here. We are trying to do a project here. Can you put that away? But then she gets her mom makeup and then she's like putting it on in front of the camera and she's like, "Oh my god, guys, I look so beautiful. I look so cute today." And then she gets her pet and she holds them and shows them in front of the camera like, "Your pet is cute, yeah, but like, if you're gonna show your pet like 24/7, no, that's gonna get annoying if you don't know, you know? Like, so annoying." And then she just pretends she's studying when she's really not studying. Like, she gets a book and she like puts it in front of the camera and she like puts her face near the camera and pretends she's reading. Like, no, hun, you're not doing anything except showing stuff in the camera. Like, no, we don't care. Can you please study? Can you please help us in the project or something? Or, like, what are you doing? And the teacher never calls on that girl. Like,
class, say you're in a French lesson or something, your teacher asks everyone a question, like, who knows the answer to this, blah, 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 like they normally do. So you don't put your hand up because you don't know the answer. And they're like, no, Samantha, I've already picked you. Sorry, I know you already know the answer, Erin. You look around and there's like you and 3 other people that don't have their hands up. And then she goes ahead and picks you. She's like, go on, you can tell me the answer. I haven't heard from you today. Maybe that's because I don't know any of these questions you're asking me. It's like, I swear sometimes they just get paid to annoy you. Also, another thing is that it's super embarrassing. You'll just look at them and be like, I don't know, sorry, like in a really, really quiet voice. And everyone will just stare at you. It's like, if I knew the answer, I would put my hands up.
I can't be the only one where if you go over to a friend's house and you are starving, absolutely starving, but you're too scared to ask for some food because, you know, you feel like rude if you just say, "Oh, can I just help myself to your fridge and your snacks?" But then the mum comes up and asks if you want any food. You're too shy to say yes or no, so you are praying that your friend makes the answer for you and makes the answer yes. And then she says, "No, we're not hungry." "Excuse me, Vanessa. When did I say I wasn't hungry?" "Excuse me, Vanessa." Back in the 5th grade, there was this thing that we did. It was called the kindness kilometer, and only 5th graders did it, but yeah. So me and my friends were running the kilometer, and we just started on our first lap, and the teachers announced that you can do more than 1 kilometer.
I wanted to only do one, but I was hanging out with a group of kids that was really athletic at the time, so I was like, I have to seem athletic as well. So I feel like quitting after one, but they want to go on, so obviously I go on with them. And literally, I'm dying. I mean, complete dying on at least the third one, because these athletic kids are sprinting at full speed. So I'm also sprinting at full speed. But anyways, on the 7th lap, or the 7th kilometer, I have to take a break. So I sit down on the bleachers and I chug a bunch of water, which was a terrible idea. And then I